ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the manual of life. So today we are discussing first chapter of Bhagavad Gita and first verse. So we discussed this first verse yesterday also. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत संजय। Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? So this is the question asked by Dhritarashtra to his secretary Sanjay. So in the purport, first paragraph we just discussed, because this is the first verse of Gita. So Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the authenticity of Bhagavad Gita, how Bhagavad Gita should be uh, approached, and what is the significance of this particular Gita is also being explained in this purport. So we already read about the first paragraph. So now we'll proceed to second paragraph. So yes, who will read? Please raise your hand. And before that, can any one of you tell what we discussed yesterday? What did you understand from the first paragraph of this first verse? Yes, who can tell? Please raise your hand.
ट्राई कर रही प्रभु जी मैं
हाँ
अ,
करिए।
अ, जो डिवोटीज आपने बताया था अर्जुन समझ सॉरी जो भी मतलब जो कृष्णा कहते हैं एज इट इज एक्सेप्ट करता है उसी वही अच्छे से क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग भगवत गीता की डेवलप कर सकता है।
हाँ, yes, very nice,
और
good.
ये क्योंकि कृष्णा ने ही डायरेक्टली बोली है इसीलिए ये सारे वैदिक शास्त्रों का में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है। और इस भगवत गीता में जो सारे वैदिक शास्त्रों में लिखा हुआ है वो भी मिलता है। और जहाँ और जो बाकी वैदिक शास्त्रों में जो नॉलेज या फिर जो इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दी गई वो भगवत गीता में भी मिलती है।
Yes,
और
yes, और क्या?
जो भी मतलब कृष्णा के भक्त होते हैं उनसे भगवत गीता सुनता है वो और भी अच्छे से और एज इट इज एक्सेप्ट करता है वो और भी अच्छे से समझ
Okay,
सकता है।
yes, okay, good, very nice. So you remembered uh, many of the points. Good. Okay, so who cannot understand the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita? Yes, कौन बताएगा? Who is not eligible or qualified to understand the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita? Anybody else?
मोटिवेटेड इंटरप्रिटेशन से उसको पढ़ता है वो मतलब कभी भी भगवत गीता का असली मतलब नहीं समझ पाएगा।
Yeah, very nice, good. That means you know, you're correct. That's good. Okay, so in this way, you should all of you should answer. You know. Okay, good. So we'll go ahead with the next. So we'll read the purport next. Yes, please raise your hand. the screen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So next, second paragraph. We did first paragraph. Now second paragraph. Yes, the topics discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjay.
The topic discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjay as described in the Mahabharata forms the basic principle for this great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy evolved on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage from the immemorial time of the Vedic age. It was spoken by the Lord when he was personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind.
Okay. So these topics which are discussed between Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. Actually, it is discussed between Krishna and Arjuna, but Sanjay is just repeating to his master Dhritarashtra, and they are in Hastinapur, and this discussion between Krishna and Arjuna is going on at Kurukshetra, battlefield of Kurukshetra. So, two important points. First is this discussion between Krishna and Arjuna, known as Bhagavad Gita. This is actual philosophy. Philosophy means reality, facts or reality. Reality is known as philosophy. So this is actual philosophy. And second is Kurukshetra is a sacred place of pilgrimage from time immemorial. So Kurukshetra is a historical place, and Lord Krishna, Pandavas, they are also historical personalities. So this is very important point because there are some motivated interpreter they have given misinterpretation. They say that Krishna and Pandavas they are not actual personalities. They just signify something. So Krishna, they say Kurukshetra is this body, Pandavas are five senses, and Krishna is intelligence. Actually, they did not exist, but just to help us how we can control our mind and senses. Ved Vyas has manufactured something so in some story format. So Mahabharata is a story, mythology, through which Ved Vyas he has tried to help humanity to come on the path of morality. There are some people they say like this. All these religious texts, religious books, all these rituals of religion, they are just meant for bringing human beings to the platform of moral principles. That's all. Uh, so that people can work cooperatively, so that people may not commit any kind of murder. Then they will not steal. They will have some kind of fear in the name of God. That's why all these scriptures have been written. So this is another kind of, uh, actually, I should say rascaldom, but what to say? We should not speak such harsh word. Only Prabhupada is qualified actually. The Prabhupada very boldly he told all this rascaldom is going on in the name of religion, morality, philosophy, humanitarian, and all so many isms. So those who have envy in their heart, just like yesterday I was discussing, Mayavati, one of the greatest Mayavati, foolish Mayavati, he said, Krishna is not speaking. You don't need to think about Krishna. It is the Nirakar impersonal Brahmajyoti within Krishna who is speaking. So there are so many envious persons. So there was another envious person who who told that all these personalities mentioned in Mahabharata they did not exist. This is only just this symbolic representation. They have just significance. So I think whatever. So in this way, they try to give misinterpretation. But from here, this first verse, it clarifies that this is not just meant for bringing humanity to the moral principles, moral platform. No, discussion of Bhagavad Gita is a philosophy. Philosophy means reality. It's a reality. Uh, and Kurukshetra is still there. Pandavas, Krishna, they are historical personalities. And Krishna and Pandavas, they are still existing. Krishna is still present. Krishna always remains. He never dies. It's not that 5,000 years ago, Krishna came. there is another third kind of rascal who says, who accepted, okay, Krishna was there. Krishna came and Krishna had superhuman power. He did so many miraculous activities. And when Arjuna, in front of Arjuna, Krishna was present. So Krishna told, you think about me, you chant my name, you surrender to me. But now Krishna is not there. Now I am there. So you think about me. So there is another foolish person who teaches Bhagavad Gita and tells his students, disciples, that instead of thinking about Krishna's lotus feet, you think about my lotus feet. Uh, and Prabhupada actually visited their ashram when Prabhupada was in means Grihastha ashram before founding ISKCON. So once Prabhupada went to this particular foolish person's ashram, and Prabhupada visited there, and he asked the disciples present there, so what do you follow? So they said, we follow Bhagavad Gita, teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so what do you do daily? Means what is your daily routine? And, throughout the day, what activity you do? So they said, we follow the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, meditation. So we meditate. Okay, what you meditate? So they said, we meditate upon the lotus feet of, not lotus, uh, harsh, karkash feet, not lotus, karkash feet of our Guru Maharaj. So, so Prabhupada said, but Krishna says, you think about me. Where does he say that you think about any of the persons of this material world? So Krishna says, you think about me. So why don't you think about Krishna? So they said, our Guru has taught us that Krishna was present 5,000 years ago. So when he was present, when he was speaking Gita, so he told Arjuna that you think about me. But now Krishna is no more present. So now I am present. Uh, so I am teaching you Gita. So you think about me. So this is like envious mentality. This is taking the position of the Supreme Lord. This is Mayavad, one who wants to become Krishna himself. And this personality, this not personality, this foolish person is also a very famous person. And he has written volumes of books, volumes and volumes of books. And very nicely he has speculated. Prabhupada in one of the lectures he says that Mr. Such and Sons, he has also very nicely, elaborately speculated on Gita and other shastras. So this is going on. So that's why in this paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that Kurukshetra is still there. And third paragraph also, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning something. Okay, so read third paragraph. Before that, please don't mind. Sometimes while explaining, I become little bit harsh. But just to, because what to do? Unfortunately, we come across such persons and they try to misinterpret Bhagavad Gita in such a bad manner that it boils the blood. If we are supposed to be sadhus, we are sadhus, so we cannot lift weapons. But if we come across such persons, and if we get any kind of weapon, we'll definitely use it, even at the cost of losing this cloth which we are wearing. Because these are the greatest demons in this present age. Hiranyakashipu, Ravanasur, and all those demons who were killed by the Supreme Lord, they were demons, but they were not the greatest demon. Even the greater demon than those demons are the demons of this present age who misinterpret the words of the Supreme Lord. They are the greatest demons, and they should be immediately killed actually. But unfortunately, because there is no restriction, no one is there who to look after that the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and Shastra should be presented in a pure manner. That's why all these people are flourishing and increasing in their number. Anyway, okay, so don't feel bad. I am begging forgiveness also, but we should try to understand what is actual Bhagavad Gita and what is not actual Bhagavad Gita. So practically or frankly, I can say the only Bhagavad Gita which is as it is Bhagavad Gita written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. There is no doubt about it. any other Bhagavad Gita. Most of the editions of Bhagavad Gita, which are available in the market, more than 95% of the editions are just rubbish, fit to be thrown in the dustbin. That's all. And there are few more which are not like Mayavadi explanations. There are few good versions also, like Gita Press, written by Hanuman Prasad Podarji. He was a very great personality. So they have written Bhagavad Gita nicely. But the deeper the deepness or the devotional meaning in pure form, which has been given by Srila Prabhupada, is uncomparable to any other scripture, any other editions, uncomparable. Even the founder of Gita Press Gorakhpur, Hanuman Prasad Poddar he was a very great personality, great devotee, nice devotee, and he had a good friendship with Prabhupada. So he himself accepted this fact. And one of his disciple who read all of his books, and he wanted to deeply understand the message of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So he approached Mr. Srila Hanuman Prasad Poddar. He approached him and asked that I have read all of your books, but I want to understand the bhakti of Krishna in more deepness. So please give me some more books, or please tell me something more. So he himself told him, suggested him that you go to it in the entire planet at present. There is only one personality who can give you the perfect or the deepest meaning of Bhagavad Gita, deepest meaning of Bhagavad Gita, and who can make you realize the deep love for the Supreme Lord Krishna. There is only one personality, and his name is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and he has founded ISKCON Society recently all over the world. And you go and visit him. He must be there in Vrindavan. So you go. So from Gorakhpur, that disciple of Hanuman Prasad Podarji, he comes and he meets the Srila Prabhupada. And who is that disciple? You know, he is still present. He met Srila Prabhupada in 1975, and he is still present in ISKCON. He is one of the great sannyasi, one of the great gurus in ISKCON. His name is His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj, disciple of a great disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So this is a fact. There is no doubt about it. And any devotee, any proper authorized saintly persons in India, they all have recognized Srila Prabhupada's contributions. Not only from Gaudiya Sampradaya, but even all other Sampradayas also. Shri Sampradaya and this Kumar Sampradaya, other various Sampradayas are there. And Shri Sampradaya, one of the greatest sannyasi there, one of the greatest acharya, she she accepted Srila Prabhupada as his guru and said the kind of preaching, the kind of devotional propaganda done by Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, that is uncomparable, unmatchable. Nobody could do this in the history of India. So that is a fact, and we can see uh, when Srila Prabhupada went to West and took this Bhagavad Gita, only because of the purity of his words, so many people, millions of people, they became devotees within very few years. And now also they are becoming devotees. And it will go on for next 10,000 years, at least for next 10,000 years, because that was a prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyway, so go ahead, read this third paragraph. Yes, who will read? Yes, please raise your hand. Sharing the screen. Third paragraph. You read. Okay, yes.
The word Kshetra, a place where religious rituals are performed, is significant because on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the supreme personality of Godhead was present on the side of Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, the father of Kurus, was highly doubtful about the possibilities of his son's ultimate victory. In his doubt, he inquired from his secretary Sanjaya, what did they do? He was confident that both his sons and the sons of his younger brother Pandu were assembled in the field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the war. Still, his inquiry insignificant. He did not want a
Is significant.
is significant. He did not want a compromise between the cousins and brothers, and he wanted to be sure of the faith of his son on the battlefield. Because of the battle was arranged to fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as a place of worship, even for the denizens of heaven. Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of the battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjuna and the sons of Pandu favorably because of because by nature they were all virtuous. Sanjaya was a student of Vyasa, and therefore by the mercy of Vyasa, Sanjaya was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in the room of Dhritarashtra, and so Dhritarashtra asked him about the situation on the battlefield.
Yes. Okay. So I already explained about this Dharma Kshetra, place where religious rituals are performed. So this Dharma Kshetra is very auspicious place and very important, very significant, a great place of pilgrimage. Not only for human beings, even demigods, they used to come in this place and perform yagyas. You can just imagine. This Kurukshetra is a place of pilgrimage even for the demigods. Usually, demigods they don't come and visit this earthly planet. They don't come. But even if they come to places like Kurukshetra, which is so worshipable. And second thing, so as I was mentioning, so I'll ask this question now that Dhritarashtra, he is saying Samaveta Yujutsava, that Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra, Kauravas, they assembled at the field of Kurukshetra with the desire to fight. So why is Dhritarashtra asking this question, Kima Kuruvata Sanjaya? What did they do? If they have assembled uh, with the desire to fight, they must be preparing to fight. So why is Dhritarashtra asking this question? Yes, who can tell? I will give you the hint. Dhritarashtra is asking this question because he has some kind of fear within his heart. So what is the fear? Yes, please tell. Okay, yes, that's correct. Yes, Vaibhav bro, please tell.
He was afraid that his son will die in the battlefield
Okay, that was one fear. Why he was having this fear that his sons will die?
because of the land is very holy
Yeah,
and very religious.
yes. So what will happen because of this?
This will not favor their side as they are not doing good deed.
Yeah, good, very nice. So this is one fear. So I'll discuss about this. Uh, but first we'll discuss about another fear which Vaishnavi has mentioned. Because Dhritarashtra was also fearful because of the influence of Dharmakshetra. It may so happen that they may compromise with the war. Dhritarashtra was little fearful that it may so happen because of the influence, because of the purity of Kurukshetra, place of this battlefield, Kurukshetra. His sons may become this. They may not compromise with the Pandavas, and they may not agree to give 50% of the kingdom to Pandavas. So that was his fear, and in this way, he will lose the entire controllership over the kingdom, entire kingdom. That was one fear. And another fear, which Vaibhav said, that he was fearful because the place of pilgrimage, Kurukshetra, will have a positive influence on Pandava's side and negative influence on Duryodhana's side. Because place of pilgrimage is a Dharma Kshetra. That's why he says Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. Because this is Dharma Kshetra and Pandavas headed by Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj is Dharmaraj, a son of Dharma. So naturally, father will support his son. Father will try his best to protect his son. So Dharma Kshetra will definitely have positive influence on our Pandavas to protect them. And Duryodhana, they were irreligious, they were adharmic, they did so many misdeeds with Pandavas. So definitely their power will go down and power of the Pandavas will rise up. So that is second type of fear. In the second type of fear, although not mentioned here, but it is we can understand that Dhritarashtra is also having the fear because at one side Dharmakshetra will protect Pandavas, and the father of Dharmakshetra, Krishna, is also present. Dharma, Yudhishthir is Dharmaraj, and Dharmakshetra is a place of Dharma, and Krishna is father of Dharma, Dharma Pita. So Krishna is also present. So all these three combined together, they will become very, very powerful. And Duryodhana and their party, they will definitely become, they will lose this battle. They will die in this battlefield. That was the fear of Dhritarashtra. So that means Dhritarashtra he knew very well that Pandavas were pure-hearted, great souls, and my sons were actually wicked sons. But still, because of excessive attachment, she did not object with the behavior of Duryodhana. So that was because of his attachment. So this is another thing. This is another fear which they trust had. So now from this, we get a very good lesson from this uh, episode why the kind of fear Dhritarashtra is having. Yes, can anybody tell what lessons we learn from this? So I'm getting
Dhritar-
some answers in the chat box. Yes, Shibru.
the Dhritarashtra was greedy, like they were greedy for the throne.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's why he is fearful because of the influence of Kurukshetra. But what is the lesson we learn? Lesson means practically what we should do, what we should not do.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
practically,
read.
yeah.
uh,
We should not be attached and get entangled uh, to these materialistic pleasures because they never
Okay,
end.
yes. Okay, good. Ankita Mata is writing very nicely. So we can be fearless if we are on the right path of dharma. If we are on the side of dharma, we can be fearless because dharma will protect us. This is one lesson we learn. Vaibhav Pro is writing, do not do things which do not include dharma. Yes, we should remain on the path of dharma. We should avoid doing adharma. Okay, good. We will always lose if we lose the dharma side. Yes, that is also very much correct. That we are surely going to lose if we are on the path of adharma. And if Krishna is with us, then we will be fearless as Pandavas. If Krishna will not be with us, then no matter what, we will be fearful. Yes, that's the most important point. That the most important lesson we learn from this is if Krishna is on our side, if we keep Krishna on our side, then we will be definitely victorious. But if Krishna is not on our side, then we will definitely lose everything, no matter how powerful we are. But if we may not be personally very powerful, but if Krishna is with us, Krishna means Dharma is with us because Krishna is father of Dharma. Wherever Krishna is, Dharma is there. Just like Pandavas, they were having Dharma with them, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. So the battle is being arranged, in the battle, this Kurukshetra place of pilgrimage. So this will give positive influence to Pandavas. So similarly, if we bring Krishna in our life, that means already Dharma has come to our side and we will become victorious even if we are less powerful. And those who may be very powerful, great in material estimation, but if they do not follow dharma, if they do not bring Krishna in their life, they are definitely going to lose in the battlefield of life. And what is the big victory in the battlefield of life? To become deathless. That is the victory, final victory. Victory over death is actual victory, and only a person who has Krishna with him can become victorious in this battlefield of life. So, if one does not keep Krishna with him, however powerful he may be the controller of the entire material world like Brahma, but still he will become defeated. That means he will still die if he does not bring Krishna in his life. And this is the most important lesson. So we should always walk on the path of dharma. Yes, Riya also said the same thing. So dharma is greater and powerful than adharma, and one should be fearful of doing anything against dharma. So this is also good lesson that dharma is always victorious. Satyam eva jayate. So when we get the opportunity to perform any kind of adharma, sinful activity, we should become fearful. Okay, now I am getting the opportunity. I may think that, oh, I'm powerful, I can do whatever I want. But no, no, sir. The time will come when, because of your this nonsense sinful activity, you will be punished. You will lose this battle. So Krishna is with us, fearless, Krishna, okay. And we are on the right path. Krishna always there to protect and make the every decision win. Okay, so all of you have mentioned very nice, good lessons, and time is over. But I'll mention one of the most important lesson we learn from this. Uh, a very very practical lesson. Whatever you have told, that is also very very practical, but very very practical for all of us, because one may have this question. Okay, I understood, sir. I understood, Prabhuji, that if we follow the path of dharma, if we have Krishna in our life, then definitely we are going to become victorious. But the problem is within our heart, there is already so much dharma, then what to do? That is the problem. So the lesson we learn is that everyone within in the heart of all the person in this material world, especially in Kali Yuga, these two things are residing: dharma and adharma. Both the things are present. Uh, in someone's heart, dharma factor may be more, adharma factor may be less. In someone else's heart, like myself, adharma factor may be more, adharma almost nil. There is no dharma, or adharma and dharma. Adharma is in sufficient quantity. So, but still we have good hope. This is the lesson we learn from this. That if we want to decrease adharma factor from our heart and to increase dharma factor in our heart. So what we should do? We should bring our heart closer to the place of pilgrimage, Kurukshetra, Dharma Kshetra. Just like Pandavas. Pandavas are dharma factors. So they are less in number, less powerful. And Kauravas, Duryodhan, they are adharma factors. They are more powerful, more in number. So when they came in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, so as the battle was going on, progressing day by day, the dharma, power of dharma, Pandavas was increasing day by day. And the adharma, the military strength of Kauravas was decreasing day by day. So that is the influence of the place of pilgrimage or dharma. So similarly, in our heart, right now in my heart, a dharma factor is very big. Uh, so if I keep myself always in the association of dharma, and the association of dharma we can get by associating with devotees, by hearing about Krishna, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, by chanting Krishna's name, by visiting temples, coming in contact with the darshan of the Supreme Lord. So in this way, when our heart comes in association of dharma, then naturally the dharma factor in our heart increases and becomes powerful. And simultaneously, the adharma factor becomes smaller and smaller, and ultimately it gets destroyed. And then you become really victorious. You become a saint percent pure soul, pure saint, filled with dharma, only dharma within the heart. So that is the lesson. And how this we can bring dharma closer to our heart, because Krishna is the source of all the dharmas. Uh, because it may not be possible for all of you to always remain in the association of devotees. It may not be possible for all of you to always come and have darshan and to visit temple, to remain in the temple. But of course, the source of dharma, the father of dharma, Krishna, is always accessible to all of us. As soon as you chant Krishna's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if you sincerely chant Krishna's name, so Krishna is present within your heart, with you always. As much as Krishna was present with the Pandavas on the side of Pandavas, similarly, Krishna is personally present with us in the form of his holy name, in the form of his katha. Uh, when you come and attend these classes, teachings, Bhagavad Gita classes and Bhagavatam classes, then naturally in this way you are in contact with the Supreme Lord Krishna. So the more you are in the association of the Supreme Lord Krishna, so the more the adharma factor will get destroyed, and more the dharma factor will increase. And in other words, you can say the qualities of Yudhishthir Maharaj will increase in your heart, and the bad qualities of Duryodhana will decrease in your heart. So now it's up to us. What do we want? If any one of you have the desire that we want to become like Yudhishthir Maharaj, Pandavas, we want to become a religious, saintly person, then we should invite Krishna in our heart. Yes? How many of you want to become like Pandavas? Please raise your hand. That's all. Only 3, 4 devotees, 5, 6, and rest of the devotees, either they are already Pandavas or they want to become Duryodhana. Yes, Ankita Mataji, Pranil, Shri Prabhu, Harsh Prabhu, and Astha. Okay, anyway, good. At least 80% of the students, they want to become like Pandavas. So that means how you will become, how will you acquire those qualities? If you invite Krishna within your heart, in that way, you can actually uh, become truly religious. So never ever hesitate to invite Krishna. And if at all there is any discouragement, any demotivation, or any hesitation because of this, uh, what, enemy or friend, because of this worst enemy, mind, if there is any discouragement, demotivation, then don't listen to it. uh, Don't worry about the disturbances of mind, but chant Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Is that okay? Yes? Okay. So thank you very much. Time is up. So you can ask if you have any questions. Please raise your hand if you have any questions.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
I certainly don't have a question actually. I want to just ask to confirm, like, we have to always think while listening Gita that we are on a battlefield and we are fighting with the day-to-day struggles. We have to think the way you have just mentioned, like, we have to have Krishna on our side and try to follow
Yes,
the right path. Hare Krishna.
yes,
Dhanyavad.
yes. So we should always remember we are at the battlefield of life. And anytime, just like during battlefield, anytime anything can happen, anybody can come and attack. So anytime, uh, no guarantee. Anytime, anything can happen. Death is waiting for us anytime. That's why we should always keep Krishna with us, just like Arjuna. Arjuna, he actually, there were many cases in the battlefield that if Krishna would have not been present with Arjuna, Arjuna would have died in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. But simply because Krishna was constantly present with Arjuna, that's why Arjuna never died. Hmm. That is the power of Krishna's presence. Similarly, And so in our this battlefield also, we have no certainty. Anytime anything can happen. And actually, death is one thing, but even this more than death is the influence of Maya, uh, the thought of sense gratification, desire for sense gratification, and then actually engaging in the business of this third class sense gratification activity is actually worse than death. It can lead our life, lead to us to hellish planet, hellish life, and not even if not in hellish life, then again repetition of birth and death. The way we lead our life, accordingly, our next birth, next body is designed. Next body is getting designed the way we are leading our. If we lead our life in pure Krishna consciousness, our next life is being designed. The Lord is designing. A spiritual body he is designing for us, making for us. And as soon as that spiritual body gets completed, immediately we leave this body and get the spiritual body. But if we lead our life devoid of Krishna consciousness, then certainly some hellish kind of body is getting manufactured for us. So it's up to us. That's why we should be careful and we should try our best to become more and more Krishna conscious. And it's not difficult. And for this, you don't have to leave anything. If you are a student, you can be a student. If you are a householder with a husband and wife, so you can be a householder, no problem with that. But you simply follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita. For this, first of all, come regularly here and then try to follow it. It will help you. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Should we take care of ourselves physically? Yes, of course, we should take care of ourselves physically because this material body is a gift of the Supreme Lord, using which we can become fully Krishna conscious in this life. The problems will nullify our bad karma. So it's okay to have some bodily problem. So yes, because of our bad karma, we get some bodily difficulties, even mental difficulties also. That is also because of bad karma. So we should not become disturbed or worried because of this. We should simply try our best to remain focused, Krishna conscious, chant Hare Krishna. The best way to become fully Krishna conscious is to always chant Hare Krishna. So that's why I request that those who are not chanting, they should start with 2 rounds, 4 rounds, and gradually they should increase. Those who are chanting, already chanting 3, 4, 6, 8 rounds. So please try to increase it one by one, 1, 2 rounds every 2, 3, 4 days. And it is possible. You just have to decrease your screen time on your mobile. Then you will be able to chant 16 rounds also every day. So this is possible. If you just give up your Android phone, a smartphone, and take this phone, so you will really become smart. So what to speak of chanting 16 rounds, you can even chant 64 rounds. But okay, I know it's not possible for you. It is a shocking news for you because a smartphone has become Paramatma for us. So Paramatma, you cannot leave because Paramatma, as soon as Paramatma leaves the body is dead. Similarly, smartphone has become like this. So, but don't use it otherwise. Only use it only for the purpose of studies or job. That's all. Otherwise, most of the time, keep it just off. Internet mode off, so that you will be able to chant peacefully. Hare Krishna. Okay, so time is over. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Oh.